open scene.
Yeah.
So Tony Hawk is up in Chicago, Illinois.
I'm down. You guys down?
A really loose country, huh?
I'm Eric, and I'll be your host. If you thought a little pandemic was going to stop me from exploring and cataloging the greatest skate cities in the world for y'all, you were right. But after a lengthy hiatus, we're back. And what better place to start than Chicago? Is it the greatest skate city in the world? No. Is it great? Hell yeah, weather permitting. On this mission to the marble metropolis, the windy city by the lake, I brought Blake, Carpenter, and one of my favorite skaters to not skate with, Kevin Bradley.
What'd you say?
KB came a day late. He missed his flight because his pants, ID, wallet, phone, and board were stolen on the beach of Miami while he was swimming in the ocean. That exact same thing happened to me a few years ago, so I couldn't blame him.
It began.
But where shall I go? What shall I do? Let's ask the locals. Voodoo Ranger linked us with their rep who rips, Mark Padilla.
They hyping up the trip. You try to watch as much Barcelona footy as possible, but that's when I stumbled upon the episode. I learned about the wristband technique at Jamboree, which was epic.
His cousin is a killer photographer and works at the heart of the Chi-Town skate scene, Uprise Skateshop.
It's really sick to be working at the shop I grew up coming to and getting all my boards from.
Every single person I talked to about Chicago said I had to link with JUNEBUG. He wrote the book on the skate life in Chicago, or at least he teaches a class on it at Clemente High School.
Been a long time. We should have left you.
We were lucky enough to catch him while he was rolling with Johnny FONSECA, a pro skater in Chicago who's been doing it for a while.
Well, bring a good cruiser too, because the streets are rough.
Deep dish cruise, Brett is gnarly.
Just some homies that came up here. Deep dish crew.
I'm born and raised in Chicago.
Blake Matthews is a traveled filmer and is responsible for a lot of the clips you've seen of his brother, Nick Matthews. Carly Craig. She's a street roller skater, filmer, editor that I started working on a skate video with about a year ago. Do not sleep on her spot book.
And where I would jump on, it's like knee height.
Say the go-to skate zone in Chicago is downtown. We call it the Loop.
Chicago has a giant downtown loop full of marble spots and funky statues. And for a city this big, it's remarkably clean. I hardly saw any trash or graffiti or encampments. I imagine all the security guards have something to do with that.
You know, people always stay downtown, but the neighborhoods are where it's at. That's where the culture's at. That's where all the people are at, so.
As downtown starts to fade into the suburbs, there's a mix of both worlds. You'll come through Wicker Park and Logan. They're walkable, skatable neighborhoods with shops, restaurants, bars, barcades, and whatever else a skateboarder could justify spending money on. This is where we belong. Plenty of Airbnb options and accessible by any mode of transport.
Kind of a one-stop shop.
Yeah, Wicker Park, Liquor Park.
Liquor Park.
All right, in the suburbs, they've got spots.
You don't usually get kicked out that much in the burbs. It's a lot more chill. Joliet's got a good amount of spots. Bolingbrook, Rockdale. And then Rockford's got a ton of spots. Rockford, you can spend fucking days there. If you're gonna hit up Naperville, you gotta be careful because it's more yuppities. If it's a higher end suburb, you're probably gonna get kicked out or you gotta go when it's closed. Rockford or Joliet, you're gonna be smooth sailing over there. And the spots are better there, honestly.
These are the suburbs where John Hughes made Home Alone, Breakfast Club, and of course, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Sloan, dear. Hurry along now. The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California.
What are we gonna do today?
What aren't we gonna do? Yeah, I stalled it. I knew.
You can rent this Ferris Ferrari replica for only $1,500 a day. We opted for $30 or something like that a day on Turo.
Best way to get around is by bike.
It's a tight enough city where you can easily bike around. It's flat.
CTA, Blue Line.
And the CTA rules. Public transportation is where it's at. Way better for the environment, you know what I'm saying? But the Blue Line is the move, it gets you straight downtown in 15 minutes.
I mean, once you're downtown, it's pretty easy just to skate to all the spots. I mean, they're all pretty much within skate distance.
If you're gonna skate the burbs, you go on a car. Everything's far apart.
I differ. I say get on your fucking skateboard and ride that mother.
Kayla said it best that Chicago is skateboarding's best kept secret.
Yeah, I'm 100 years old and I'm still finding new shit. Truth.
If you get the opportunity, if you're here on a night or a weekend, go downtown, push around. Bring a water bottle, you don't need a backpack. Just make sure you got your keys and maybe 10 bucks or something, just push around. Start here at Post Office. It's a beautiful building. It's Mies van der Rohe. You have the Calder statue behind me. You got marble edges, granite ground. You can't beat it, but just pick a direction and just start pushing around. You just kind of got to get lost a little bit. Not too lost. You got to be careful in Chicago. This is the most unique Chicago experience we can offer you. It's right here downtown in the Loop.
Nick Matthews, incredible dude, like nicest guy ever. He comes to the shop and hangs out with us all the time, and he's doing like some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen in Chicago.
Every single trick that he's done here is pretty insane. He's definitely locked down this whole scene.
Brett Weinstein and the Deep Dish crew. Those guys are out there every day.
Oh man, Timmy Johnson, that's our boy. He just turned pro, so we're all loving watching him skate.
Yeah, I'd say the go-to spot is Chase Plaza. Some of the older guys will call it First Nash. During the pandemic, it was a free-for-all. It's always like 60, 70 kids there every day. It was super fun. A little bit of a bust currently, but I'm sure we'll come back around.
There's a school right here called Clemente, which is banging.
Yeah.
There's a whole plaza in the back, original plaza, but it's built out, that's juicy.
And at this point now, it's free to skate, so any time of the day, at least not during school hours, you can pretty much get away with skating there. They got like a little DIY spot built in the back area, and then you got your classic ledges in the front.
Wow, it's really coming down.
That sucks.
I was just about to shred too, gnarly.
Pretty normal for Chicago though, huh?
You can see hail and sleet on the lens. It's not ideal skating conditions, so hopefully we'll find a solution. If it's too wet above ground, you can try your luck below ground. Lower WICKER has some options.
Don't come to Chicago between the months of late November to early April.
We go to secret spots. Who's got a warehouse?
We old ass men, so we got like a big boy spot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's okay. Charge it to the game. We got these really long, grueling winters. It's like negative 40 degrees sometimes, dude. It like hurts to be outside. Dude, like summertime Chicago is like unmatched. Like you really can't beat it.
Yeah, summer at night is definitely ideal. There's a big scene that gets out every night.
Everyone clears out of downtown, all the workers and stuff, and you can go barge it down there and just be like in your own world. It's really sick.
It's April, and winter hasn't surrendered to spring just yet. The cold is a hot topic, but we found some sunshine.
It's a track star. It's a runner.
Yeah, right. That's first try.
I'm just getting warmed up.
That's the problem with Chicago, dude. You're always just getting warmed up. My hair comes in the clip, but it was behind my hair, but it's the windy city, so the wind. It's the windy city. It's like a Chicago thing.
I understand, dude.
Plus, it's like, you know, like Beagle does the fucking 2 times if you know me, you know? It's like that.
Yeah.
That'll be like that's like my signature thing.
All right.
Like you land the trick and then my hair kind of just like blows into the fish, you know?
Sounds good. Should we go get some pizza?
Chicago is a massive city with over 20,000 restaurants, so you can surely find whatever it is that you want, but we're here to talk about what people talk about.
If you want pizza, truth, like Pequod's is the truth.
Sausage for Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
Don't let them tell you that it's the deep dish here that you want to eat. It's actually the thin crust you want to eat. That's important.
The deep dish pizza thing, that's not really us.
I mean, I fuck with deep dish, but like, there's like a whole nother like Chicago pizza stuff.
It's all about the tavern style thin crust.
How hot is that? Oh my God, are you okay?
Mm-hmm. I got the Cuban mouth.
Cuban mouth? What's a Cuban mouth?
You can eat whatever you want, however hot. I mean, it's definitely more accessible. We couldn't even walk into Pequod's last night.
It couldn't be more opposite, more opposite experience. Pequod's, couch cushion with pepperonis on top. 2-hour wait, razor thin. This is literally doubled over and folded in half again. 0 human beings here.
Get you a Chicago dog and maybe like an old style. Go to like Red Hot Ranch. That's the best hot dog you'll ever have.
Don't worry, I brought my own. The Indie noise canceling headphones from Skull Candy.
There's a tray right above Red Hot Ranch right here. They have earplugs available.
But we don't need them.
Skull Candy, noise canceling headphones.
And they also feature wireless charging. Just just put them on a little pad at night, throw them in your pocket during the day. Trains are no longer a bother.
Wow. Can I have a pair? Skull candy?
Take these.
Oh,
Keep
thank
them.
you. Earwax and all.
You use that earwax on the spot. Yeah, the ledge is crusty. You just fucking skull candy saves the day again.
What are you gonna get?
Great question.
A Chicago-style dog. Don't even bother asking for ketchup. Mustard, relish, onions, some sport peppers, and then you get the fries on top.
I didn't see that coming.
Me neither.
Dog's banging.
The Jibarito, created by Puerto Ricans in Chicago. It's a sandwich with fried plantains instead of bread.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
By far, this is the best and most unique menu item of the trip.
It's real. I fuck with it. This could be a motherfucking flounder. The eel, for all I know. Bussin'. That's A1.
Portillo's way, it says. Italian beef, extra gravy, hot peppers. That's how I'm trying it. That is so good. That is so good. That is so good. That is so good. That's so good.
Drop in to get Neen Williams' famous Not a Damn Chance burger.
So you can find that Not a Damn Chance burger there.
Yeah.
First day it opened up, just flooded with skaters going to support. So yeah, that's another one I highly recommend.
The Chicago Handshake, an old style beer and a shot of Malort.
That's the grossest alcohol in the world.
So that's like a staple of Chicago, Malort. I mean, love it or hate it, everyone drinks it around here.
To share with friends or enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is that? That shit tastes like nail polish remover. Smell. Thanks, my lord. That shit was nasty.
Doesn't get any easier, huh?
Never again. I already knew what it was gonna taste like.
I asked everyone I talked to, where is the skater bar? And there was no definitive answer. There was a bunch of bars that skaters go to, but if you're looking to start a bar somewhere and you're a skateboarder, I think there's a hole in Chicago and you might do well for yourself.
Come to my house.
Well, there's one called Emporium, and it's like a big arcade bar, but that's kind of where everybody meets up and like, you know, you play pool, play pinball, and they do like skate videos and stuff sometimes. It's pretty sick. If it's the worst one you got, let me show you how it's done. Chicago, Chirac. I'm gonna walk your bucket. No! That's that essential oil.
Nothing like a cold walk to get you warmed up, huh? Here's a perfect ledge, unwaxed, makes no sense. Ah! Dude, that is one of the most creative skate stoppers I've seen so far. Is this your guys's?
No, definitely not.
Here, skate stopper. We gotta at least put it on the spot. It's fucking gross, dude.
Damn, Chicago really is an OG ass city. Like imagine myself in Motown.
Yo, come get some, motherfuckers. Come get some. Come meet your love. The city is fucking on, bro. Shit is sick.
My lord, don't drink that shit. Unless you built different. Plantain sandwich, I would eat it. With the fried fish on the side, I would eat it.
But from the marble ledges downtown to some of those crusty alley spots, you can find all over the city. I mean, it's definitely like a diamond in the rough for the skateboard world, and definitely one to come check out.
Uprise Skate Shop has been in biz for over 25 years. Not many skate shops have done that. If you're thinking about starting a skate shop, copy Uprise. I've actually never seen such a selection of different skateboarding products that were actually made by skateboarding companies. Everyone who works there is a real-ass skateboarder, and they really helped us not to get too lost in Chicago. We could not have done this without them. And that's the vibe that keeps us alive, generationally spreading the spirit of skateboarding to the fourth dimension. Without shops like Uprise, kids buy boards online and bump into each other at the skate park wearing headphones. They're just there practicing tricks as if it were juggling or something. And they miss out on the community component that makes skateboarding the global family of funky freaks that it is. When I was growing up, I felt like the tricks were almost a byproduct of skateboarding, where the chief export was this nuanced balance of free thinking, rule breaking, anti-authoritarian, DIY, dirt don't hurt, figure it out, have fun, do your best, and if you're not the best, you can still hang, but you might have to figure out how a camera works. So here's a big thank you to Uprise and all the skate shops who've kept skateboarding what it should and could be, and wouldn't be any other way. And whether the weather was sunshine, rain, sleet, or really, really windy, skateboarding is alive and thriving in Chicago.
Skateboarding in Chicago is
fucking cool. Like literally, it's cold.